We just got Chipotle. We just got Chipotle. I hope that it tastes good. So you're thinking about studying abroad, but it costs way too much money? Don't worry, I got you. By the end of this video, you'll know the best tips to secure those study abroad scholarships. Hey, what's up? I'm Rasha, and welcome to iAMERICA, where we travel through my quarter-life crisis. I mean, hey, what can I say? Make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post videos. Also, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. But let's get right on into it. So today we're going to talk about how to get study abroad scholarships. So tip number one is to make sure that you contact your Scholarship Resource Center and your study abroad office. So you can do this several ways. You can shoot them an email, you can give them a phone call. However, I think it's best if you go in person so that they can know that you're serious. They can see your face and know that, hey, this girl wants a scholarship. Hey, we got to make sure that we hook this guy up with some money because he's serious. I would say go once or twice. If you know that you're going to study abroad in May and it's December, go in once in December and then go again in like April. You never know what may come up, but it shows that you're serious and you're dedicated about your education and your trip abroad. So they'll keep you in the back of their mind if something does come up. And typically, if you're going like in the summertime when the fiscal year is about to end, they have extra money that they have to spend and get rid of anyway. So they come up with little grants and scholarships to give students, and you'll be one of the first people on that list because they know that you're serious and they have you in mind. All right, let's go to the next one. So not only do you contact your school, but you go to your host school. So where you're going abroad, that school that you're going to be studying at or whatever, and you contact their scholarship office, their international students office, and you figure out how can you get some money. You need the coin. Now, you can't ideally go in person here because it's abroad, but you can definitely give them a phone call and give them an email. Now, there might be a language barrier, so email might be the best. But again, you never know what they have. And sometimes schools get grants and like funding for hosting study abroad students. So they might have some scholarships that just aren't on the website that you don't know about, and they might be able to grant that to you. So try it, check it out. They also may have some different programs or some cheaper program options that aren't listed, or some different classes or whatever that you can still do that might be a little bit affordable that you just might not know about because you're not there. So again, it doesn't hurt to ask, to let people know your situation, to let them know that you are looking for funding. Just be upfront and honest, and you never know what you could get out of it. The worst thing someone can tell you in this process is, no. So when you're looking for scholarships and things online, you have to make sure that you focus on what makes you different. Focus on what makes you a minority. So is it your race? Are you Black, Chinese, Puerto Rican? I don't know. Anything. There's different things for everyone out there. Also, focus on things like your gender. They have scholarships for men, scholarships for women, scholarships for people who are genderly fluid. Yeah, so check it out. Any of those scholarships that'll make you stand out, focus on them because they're a little smaller and they're a little easier for you to get to, and they don't have this big target pool of ones that are just calling for college students. Also, if you have any disabilities or whatever, use that to your advantage because they also have scholarships for students with disabilities. And those are especially easier for people to get to because not a lot of students with disabilities try to go and study abroad. So they are looking for those students, and they do want those students as well to travel. So try it. You never know what you can get. And again, the worst thing somebody can tell you in this process is what? No. You're doing your scholarship research online and things like that. You need to make sure that you are doing some specific targeted research. Make sure you search for specific scholarships that are, for instance, going to that region or city or country that you're going to. So look for scholarships for students traveling to Europe. You're going to Paris, scholarships for students traveling to Paris. You're coming to America and you're traveling to Austin, Texas, but in North Texas, scholarships for students traveling to North Austin, Texas. Look for specific scholarships that are going to your specific area. So just break it down as far as you can. So to the country, to the state, to the city, to whatever. However it breaks down for you, the region, just geographically break it down as far as you can, because there's going to be scholarships for all of those categories. Now, you also have to make sure you look for scholarships that are program specific. So, I'm a proud graduate of the Reginald G. Washington Globalized Hospitality Management Program. If I was looking for a scholarship for that, if I was studying abroad, I would look for those specifics. So, scholarship for Reginald G. Washington Globalized Hospitality Management Study Abroad. That's exactly what I would look, and they may have that. So look up your program names and things like that. And also look up your major name. So it might not be for Globalized Hospitality Management, but they might have scholarships for abroad students in hospitality, scholarships for abroad students in travel and tourism, scholarships for abroad students in food and beverage. Like, those are all hospitality driven, but you get what I'm saying. Scholarships for students studying marketing abroad, things like that. They have them everywhere. And these majors aren't only in the United States or aren't only in your country. They're majors that are everywhere. And so look up that. And let's say, like, I'm a hospitality major, so it's easy for me to talk about hospitality things, so I hope y'all don't mind. But let's say, like, hospitality is only, like, the major name in America, but in Europe, they call it tourism. So look up and see what different European schools call your major and start searching for those as well. So instead of just looking up scholarships for hospitality students studying abroad, now I'm looking up scholarships for tourism students studying abroad or things like that, because you never know what it may have. It's all about targeting your research. All right, the next one is to search for work while you're going to your study abroad. So some programs have like work study type things to where if you come and work during your time while you study abroad, they'll pay for maybe your room and board and your transportation. So how to get to and from the country. And all you have to do is put in some hours of time during your trip. Simple enough. Some programs also offer grants and scholarship funding for students who volunteer their time with them. So that could be like different churches, different missionary programs, different things like that. They have a lot of different money and different opportunities that they could give to you in order to help you. Here's a bonus tip for you. So scholarships aren't really working out. You haven't really found anything that you really like, or you just waited too late and now you can't apply for them. That is okay. Start a GoFundMe. You would be surprised. On my study abroad trip, one girl that I went with got her whole trip funded basically by GoFundMe, because people want to see you do well. People love to see young people have the different opportunities that they weren't able to have. People, especially to go overseas. You'll be surprised that a lot of people our age, like our parents and things, have never been out the country before. But they want to see you go. They want to see you do great. And so they'll tell you, go, go, go. Here, take some money, go. And those little $5, $10 donations, they add up. And you never know. Somebody might just have it on their heart and God might bless them to bless you with the whole trip. And hey, now you only are paying for food while you're there. So definitely try out GoFundMe to see if you can get some funding for your study abroad trip. But that's all my tips. So if you follow all these tips and you don't get any funding for study abroad, then you did something wrong, because this is key. This is gold right here. Now, I'm about to go eat my Chipotle, but I want you to comment down below if you plan on going to study abroad, if you want to go to study abroad. Now, make sure you go check out my study abroad travel vlogs, and make sure you go check out what I learned on study abroad and why it's important that you go. All that's going to be linked up in the cards above. All right? Well, see you in the next one. This is Erica Rasha saying bye.
Open up, you O.P.E.N. Hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends.